It is the Northwest Derby. It is in the Premier League Round 8. Liverpool against the likes of Manchester United. That is what the match day is. Premier League match day. Northwest Derby. Liverpool against the likes of Manchester United. What is Arne Slot going to be doing, or what is that it is Ruben Amorim going to be doing? Here is the lineups which we are having on the stream. But before starting this everything, let me put that poll onto the chat, that who is going to be winning that and what are the reaction of the fans. Who wins the Northwest Derby? Who wins between Liverpool and the likes of Manchester United? That is the poll which we are going to be putting on our stream. Who wins the Northwest Derby? Whether it is going to be Liverpool, let me put that on the first option over here. And what is that if Manchester United are going to be winning that, because Liverpool in the past 3 fixtures hasn't been that good, or whether this game is going to be on a draw. Let me put that poll onto our chat. So yes, that poll has been pinned onto our chat, that who is going to win the Northwest Derby. But talking more into this, let us have some sort of reactions, what the fans are saying about it, because the lineups over here, look at that. What is Arne Slot picking up? It is Gakpo, Szoboszlai and Mo Salah with Isak again. It is Alexander Isak who has been picked again. My goodness, how dare it is Arne Slot time and again trying to do that. How is that Arne Slot time and again trying to do that? Oh my goodness, look at that. It is Arne Slot who has picked up Isak. How dare Arne Slot is committing that same mistake time and again. He is believing in Alexander Isak, because in the previous season Isak was in that direct big force of the Premier League, and still it is Arne Slot believing in the likes of Alexander Isak in the starting lineups. My goodness, give your votes, guys. Give your votes. Those of you who are watching, give your votes that who is going to be winning this big between Manchester United and the likes of Liverpool. But before starting more into that, oh my goodness, look at that. This lineup, I'm not believing in its Slot again. I'm saying it time and again that I am not believing in Arne Slot again. Oh my goodness, we have been getting those votes on our poll as well. We have been getting votes on our poll that it is Manchester United going to be winning that. But let me just start with the lineups, the analysis of that, because still we have got those 20 more minutes left into that. But Cody, Gakpo, Isak, Szoboszlai, Mo Salah, are they the solution for this Arne Slot's misery which is happening for Liverpool? Because talking about this, the lineups, McAllister again has been picked. McAllister is definitely not in the best of his forms. Gravenberch, he is a monster. He is doing much good in the Premier League, and there are expectations that he will be doing much more better. He has won the youngest player of the award the previous season. But look at that, it is Van Dijk and Konate on the centre backs. But Kerkez again, it is Arne Slot believing in Milo Kerkez again. How is Kerkez going to be performing? That is a big question, because Milo Kerkez, he has been picked away, and it is Bradley on the left backs. Right backs, it is Bradley, it is Kerkez on the left backs. And the absence of Alisson again, it is a setback for Liverpool in the starting lineups, I would say again, because it is Isak in the forwards, it is Kerkez who has been picked, it is Bradley on the right backs. The absence of Alisson is there. But talking about the injury which Liverpool are having, it is Wataru Indo, it is Alisson Becker, it is Leone, it is Batic. So many of the youngsters with the tall and rigid Alisson Becker not available for today's game. How is that going to be? Give your votes, guys. Those of you who are watching, give your votes. Ekitike, who has been performing, not given that opportunity into that. Florian Wirtz, who has been creating those chances, not given that opportunity into that. But it is not the Liverpool mentality, which I am saying time and again that Arne Slot is doing it, and he is really hampering this time and again with the solutions. This is not the solution which Arne Slot needs to be picking in the lineup for Liverpool. This is not the solution, I would say time and again. Whether the fans are going to hate me, whether the fans are going to blame me for Liverpool by saying these words that I'm not believing in Arne Slot, I don't care, but this is the thing, it is happening because Arne Slot is not doing the talking which is needed. It is not the talking which is doing the talking. How is this team going to score against the likes of Manchester United? I'm not really at all bothered about how United are going to be performing into that. But really to be talking into it, how is this team going to be? Gakpo, most of the times he is seen moving in, cutting it into the box, trying to get the shot with his right footer. He is getting predictable. Alexander Isak not having that mentality this season. I don't know what is wrong with him. He is not making that counting good. But it is Szoboszlai who has been paid. Szoboszlai is a versatile player. He has been really doing in the past seasons. He is the future. He can be seen for Liverpool in the next upcoming 2 to 3 years. Mo Salah, he is on the verge of retirement. He is going to be get extinct soon. He is not in that performance mode still now in this season. McAllister, he is seen as a future, but McAllister is also not getting those big memories to be talking. That muscle memory of McAllister, which he needs to be doing the talking, is not happening. It is not happening for McAllister as well. Gravenberch is the thing which he is getting in, but how are things going to be converting for Liverpool in this fixture? I'm really upset, my boys. I'm really upset. I'm really upset how Liverpool are going to be crossing this, because in the past 3 fixtures, they haven't been making those big muscle memories. Not big muscle memories for Liverpool counting in this season. Can Arne Slot make it? We'll be making the predictions because still 20 minutes left into this kickoff. The kickoff is sharp 20 minutes left for it. But is Arne Slot doing the worth which is needed? Is Arne Slot doing the worth which is needed for Liverpool to be making it big? This lineup, I'm not being able to understand how are things going to be making it good. Not even being properly able to understand how Arne Slot is really going to be making that big. Is this the question which the fans are going to be answering? Fans are going to be blaming me because it is the thing which I am saying, that not believing in Arne Slot, which I have been saying time and again. And yes, I would say again, time and again, that no, believing in Arne Slot is what the Liverpool family is doing the wrong task for the past 2 seasons. Previous season, it has been a good note, but this season, no, it is a wrong thing which is being It is a wrong thing, which is the Liverpool family believing in Arne Slot time and again. That is what I would say is the worry. That is what I would say is the worry. But with this, if Alexander Isak is going to be performing, then the fans would be really blaming me for that. If Szoboszlai and the likes of Gakpo, they are getting those conversions good enough, fans would be blaming in. But in all, the total talking which the team needs to be doing is not happening. It is not happening. Not happening for Liverpool this season. I would say preferably it would have been the case if it would have been the second half of the season where things would have been getting that worse. But still now, I would say no, Liverpool is not doing the talking. Give your votes, guys. Those of you who are watching this, give your votes. Who is going to win this Northwest Derby? Liverpool up against the likes of Manchester United. Give your votes. We are waiting for your votes to be counting in. It is really going to be a big clash between these two Reds, the Red Giants as well as the Red Devils. But what is that which is going to be happening? But look at that. Again in the lineups, I would say, look at that. Milo, Kerkez on the left backs. It is that left back option which Arne Slot is not sticking it time and again consistently, and he is giving those chances to the opponents. That is what the thing is looking definitely. But talking about United over here, they have got Mbomo, Kuna is there, Mason Mount is there. He is back from those long-term injuries, but not making that good performances. It is the war which is going to be happening at Anfield. It is the war which is really going to be happening at Anfield. But are Liverpool going to be taking the 3 points at home? Because talking about the past 2 fixtures, it has been in the past 3 matches. If we are talking about for both the teams, look at that. It is the 2 wins which Liverpool has got. Definitely, it is 2 wins. In the previous season at the home Anfield, Liverpool got that draw. It was Cody Gakpo and Mo Salah. Mo Salah is the man. He is definitely going to score because against Manchester United, it is Mo Salah who has been getting those big memories and he will be trying to get the best out of it. But how are things going to be making that good for Liverpool in this fixture? That is what the big question is. That is what the big question is. Will that be the thing which the fans will be wanting to be happening? Because Mo Salah has been getting those two goals. I mean, one goal, Cody Gakpo got that first one, Mo Salah on the 70th minute, but it was for the Red Devils. Diallo and Martinez were the two goal scorers. That is what. But in the lineups of that fixture, look at that. The lineups of that fixture was quite different. It was Alisson who was there in that home fixture. It was Van Dijk and Konate, but it was Arnold and Robertson. It was Arnold and Robertson on the left backs and the inverted backs which were playing for Liverpool in the previous fixture. Karenberg and McAllister were there on the mid-pitch definitely, but again on the attacking mid-pitch it is Curtis Jones who has been given away. It is Mo Salah, Gakpo and Luis Diaz was the man, but it is a different story now. The previous lineup for Liverpool against the likes of United, it was a draw 2 each and it was some sort of a comeback which United made into it. But look at that, that was a completely different lineup which Liverpool was really having in that fixture. It was those two inverted backs. Arnold was there, Robertson was there, but for today's lineup, it is Kerkez and Bradley. It was Alisson on the goalkeeping aspects, but Alisson is not available because of those injuries. But in the forwards, it was Luis Diaz, Lucho who was there on those starting forward lineups for Arne Slot in the previous season. But now it is Alexander Isak. Will Isak get that good enough against the likes of United? But United are also suffering and not doing that best. But will it be good enough if we are going to get that? Will that be good enough if we are going to get past the Red Devils in this fixture? We are wanting that 3 points to be coming in. But how is that going to be, my boys? How is that going to be? Give your votes, guys. Give your votes. We are waiting for your votes to be coming in onto our live poll, which has been pinned on the chat. We are waiting for your votes to be coming in. We will be making the predictions as well. But again, it was the fixture. Look at that. United in that fixture, if you are talking about it, it was Rasmus Haaland, it was Bruno Fernandes, Amad Diallo was there, Mazraoui and Delort were on the mid flanks. Ubi, Menu and Ugarte on the defensive mid-pitch. It was Martinez, Maguire and De Ligt with Andre Onana. But that is the difference which is having now. They are having Amad Diallo. He is there on the lineups. Mbomo is there. He has replaced the likes of Mazraoui on those inverted backs. In the forwards, Mbomo will be making that good. But Mount and Fernandes, it is Menu who has been replaced by Fernandes in that spot. Casemiro is there in place of Ugarte, I would be saying. Kuna is there in place of Haaland, which was there in the previous season. But in the centre backs, it is now Luke Shaw, Maguire and De Ligt. Lisandro Martinez is unavailable for those injury moments, but in that fixture it was Lisandro Martinez who got that goal to be talking, and Amad Diallo was the man who got that goal in the fixture. It was the previous fixture which happened, but is that the thing which is going to be happening? Is that the thing which is going to be happening again? Are we going to get those 3 points, or is there going to be any sort of upsets? Because for today's lineup, if we are talking about, it is this lineup which Slot has picked up. I don't know why Arne Slot picking up this lineup over here. He has got Ekitike, he has got the likes of Florian Wirtz. Not utilizing these two players. I want Florian Wirtz to be coming into the forwards. I would have wanted Szoboszlai to be in the place of McAllister. And on the attacking mid-pitch, I would have wanted Florian Wirtz to be talking into that, and Alexander Isak. Instead of him, I would have wanted Slot to be picking up the likes of Ekitike. Ekitike has been getting those numbers. Look at that in the Liverpool's if you are going to have the total analysis of the team over here, look at that. It is Allison. Look at that. He has got 7. Mamadashvili has got 2 matches. Van Dijk has played 7. Kerkez on that 7 fixtures are total. But in terms of goals, if we are scoring about, Van Dijk has got a card, a booking into that. In terms of goals, if we are looking in, look at that. Szoboszlai has got a 1 goal. It is Gravenberch with 2 goals. That is what Mo Salah has got 2 goals. Gakpo has got 2. Ekitike has got 3 goals. Chiesa has got 2 goals. And Goma has got a goal. He got that goal, but it was in those Carabao. He was having those goals in it, but it is no goal for Alexander Isak so far in the fixture. This Swedish man for the Liverpool, if we are talking about in 3 matches, just look at that. He has only got an assist. Gakpo has got 2 goals, 2 assists. Mo Salah has got 2 goals, 2 assists. Ekitike has got 3 goals, 1 assist. That is what the thing is happening. And talking about Florian Wirtz, look at that. His pictures, 7 matches, total 5. He has got a card itself. But he has been creating those chances. And on the attacking mid pitch, I would have wanted this man, Florian Wirtz, to be doing the talking. I would have wanted him to be doing the talking this season. But same thing if we are looking about Manchester United in the squad which they are having. Look at that. In the goalkeeping aspects today, Lamens is going to be there. Bandy has been a big upset and Ruben Amorim not picking him up. But it is Dalot who has got an assist for them. He is today there in the squad. Lisandro Martinez is upset. Maguire has got an assist over here. Patrick Dogu has also got an assist. Apart from that, Bruno Fernandes, a total of 2 goals he has got. 2 cards as well. Casemiro has got a goal. Mason Mount has got a goal this season. Sesko with 2 goals he has got, but Sesko is not there in the starting lineup for today. It is Kuna who has been picked. Mbomo has got a goal and an assist. That is what the thing is. Bruno Fernandes, Dalot, Casemiro, Mathis De Ligt, these are the players who have been getting those numbers for United this season. That is what the talking is. But for Liverpool, if we are talking about the numbers which they are talking in is, look at that. They have given away Tsimikas, they have given away Jaros, Harvey Elliott has been given away, Harvey Davies has been given away. That has been the story. Will there be something good happening for today? Will there be something good happening for today? But in a total, if we are saying about it is United, who is definitely not in the best of their fixtures, and the thing which United would be wanting to be happening into this is, look at that. Because the referee today is also that critical man who is there on the pitch. The referee today is also that critical man who is going to be on the pitch. And in the Premier League points, if we are talking about, it is Arsenal who has got their win of 1 match more they have played. They are on that 19th spot, but Liverpool, look at that, 15. If they are going to get 3 more points, then also they will be behind Arsenal. Manchester City on 16 points. They have got that win with Erling Haaland's 2 goals. They are on that 16th spot. Tottenham are playing that 1 each. They are having in it. What is the result of that fixture which is going to be happening? Tottenham and the likes of Aston Villa, what is that the result which is happening? Let me just have a look on that. Tottenham, oh my goodness, Tottenham has got that defeat. Tottenham, the Hotspurs have got that defeat against the likes of Aston Villa. Aston Villa has climbed up those points, going to the 10th spot. And look at that, it is Tottenham who has dropped to the 6th spot. So it is a win-win situation for Liverpool to be climbing to the 2nd spot if they are going. But AFC Bournemouth doing it good. They are on that 15th. They have played their 8th fixture. But Liverpool has a match in hand. It is the likes of Chelsea who have played their 8. They are behind Liverpool, no worries. But Tottenham, the Hotspurs, have got that defeat and they are going to be dropping those points. They have got that defeat to Aston Villa. It is Buendia who has got that goal. And Austin Villa has gathered those points, climbing up to the 10th spot. But what a good move, Unai Emery. But Thomas Frank, Tottenham, what has happened to them? Losing those points, it is a big gifted away to Liverpool for getting that. It is a big gift which has been given away. But the referee for today, Mikel Oliver, how is this man going to be? How is this man going to be causing those upsets? Mikel Oliver, the man, the referee today for this fixture, is this man going to be making that big? Is a big worry which is looking to be happening. Is this man going to be a big worry for today's fixture or not? Is the big thing which is looking to happening. Still, we have got 6 points left in it. 6 minutes left into the kickoff. But with my predictions, I would say a total of, looking at the match days, the match umpires which are there, the referees who are over here, I would say it is a win situation for Liverpool if they are not getting those upset moments for today's fixture. If Liverpool are not getting those upsetting moments, then it is definitely going to be a big point gathering moment for them. Definitely a big point gathering moment for them, because Tottenham has got those upsets. If Ruben Amorim and Manchester United with the likes of Casemiro, Weeds are not going to be making into that, but Weeds should have been there and Arne Slot should have picked him for those lineups. That should have been the story. But in our live poll, all the fans are going for United to be winning into this. All the fans are going in for United to be winning into this. That is not the story which I want to be happening. That is not the story which I want to be happening for this fixture. 5 more minutes left for the kickoff. Give your votes, guys. Those of you who are watching, give your votes. Who is going to be winning this big fixture? This Northwest Derby, Liverpool and the likes of United. Still 5 more minutes left for the kickoff. 5 more minutes are left for the kickoff. Can this be done? Can this be done? Because one more thing which I would be wanting to be happening, fans to be seeing this, look at the fixtures which Liverpool has got. Big fixtures are there for Liverpool this season, and if it is not going to be proper, look at that. It was Crystal Palace who got that loss to Liverpool. That is where the trend has started. It was in the Premier League round 6. It is UCL round 2. Galatasaray got a win. It was a 1-0. It was an away fixture, dropping points there. It was in the round 7 against the Blues. The Blue Lions got that defeat again. Crystal Palace got that. The Blue Lions, Chelsea got that. Now it is with the Red Devils, Manchester United. After this, Liverpool are going to be playing against Frankfurt, and Frankfurt is the team where Hugo Ekitike was the man playing in the previous season in the Bundesliga. After that, it is Brentford. Again, it is the likes of Crystal Palace in the Carabao Cup last 16. So it is Crystal Palace who is getting those knocking. It is Crystal Palace. It was in the Community Shield. It was Crystal Palace again. Palace are going to get those upsets, and they have been making those breakthroughs. The first time this season against Liverpool, it was in the Premier League round 6. That is where the upset has begun for this season. After that, it was Galatasaray, and it is Chelsea who has got that. But it is again, look at that, in the month of November, if you are talking, it is Aston Villa, it is Real Madrid, it is Manchester City, it is Nottingham Forest, it is PSV Eindhoven, and the Hammers. In the month of November, if you are talking Liverpool getting those fixtures, in the Premier League, it is Aston Villa, it is Manchester City, it is Forest, it is Hammers. These are the 4 things. And in the UCL, it is Real Madrid, it is the likes of PSV Eindhoven. Whether Slot is going to be making that big, he is time and again picking this lineup and not giving Florian Wirtz, not giving Hugo Ekitike the options to be playing in the starting lineup. What is the mentality the players will be having if they are not playing in the starting lineup? It is worrying, my boys. It is worrying. And if you are talking about United, the matches which they have been getting, Look at that. If this season we are talking about this, it was in the month of August which all started. Premier League 1, round 1, it was Hammers who got a defeat against United. Bournemouth, that was a defeat. Everton, there was a loss. Fiorentina, it was a friendly. Arsenal got that upset to United. Amorim got that upset against the likes of Mikel Arteta. Again, with Fulham, it was a good fixture. One each was the storyline. Burnley, it was a 3-2 win late in the stoppage time. 3-0 defeat to Manchester City. It was 2-1 win over Chelsea. Chelsea has got that upsets to Liverpool, but United has got that win over Chelsea in the Premier League round 5. That is where the thing is. And Brentford getting that 3-1 upset to United, that was a big one. And United getting in the Premier League round 7, 2-0 against Sunderland. And now they are facing at Anfield the Reds. Next in their fixtures, they have got Brighton, Forest is there, Hotspurs, Everton, Crystal Palace. My goodness, the month of November for the Red Devils is a test which they have to pass. Hard enough for Amorim to be making that. It is Ineos who are making those good memories with Amorim sticking to him so far, but there are some sort of things that it is Mancini who is going to be coming to United soon. Whether that is going to be true or not, but in the month of November, it is Forest, it is the likes of Spurs, it is Everton, and it is Palace who are going to be facing that. So that was all the story between these two teams and the lineups which we have shared in on our screen. And just 1 minute left into the kickoff, and soon we will be showing the exact timeline what is happening on the pitch. The kickoff is about to happen and we have shared our predictions. Give your votes onto our chat, and now we will be moving on to the fixture where it is happening. All those cheeky picky links are available on our social media platform. Do give your checks onto that as well. Look at that. The players are there on the page. Coming in high up. Coming in high up, my boy. Coming in high up with this lineup, whether that is going to be Mbeumo with that ball he has that first touch, passes it back. Mbeumo has made that back pass straight to the goalkeeper, and the kickoff has happened. 0 each is the scoreline, and on our screen as well, that blue screen as well as those timeline screen, we are having these score lines. And soon we will be sharing the exact timeline what is happening on the page. The kickoff has happened, my boys. The Northwest Derby, the kickoff has happened. Mikel Oliver, the referee, has blown the whistle and the kickoff has happened 1 minute into this. Let me put the exact timeline what is happening on the page. The kickoff has happened. It is Van Dijk now. 1 minute into this, has got a clearance. No, it is Mason Mount passing that. Amad Diallo, number 16 for United, and Mbeumo inside the box. Oh my God! In under just 1 minute, you effort to get a goal against the likes of Red Devils. It is not at all digestible from my hand. Look at what the big blunder has happened. It is a big defensive blunder which has happened. Number 10 for Liverpool, it is McAllister down on the pitch. Mikel Oliver has given that a goal in the Premier League round 8 in just under 1 minute. The Red Devils has got a goal against the Red Giants. It was a playmaking coming in from the likes of Mason. No, it was Bruno Fernandes who got that. He plays that to Diallo. Diallo was on the mid flanks, passing that to Mbeumo. Mbeumo got a shot with his right foot. Oh my God, Mamardashvili was there on the goalkeeping aspect to save that. But it is into the nets in just under 1 minute. And the scoreline is 1-0. How could you afford to do that, my boy? This Northwest Derby has taken a toll so high in just under 1 minute, and a goal has happened. A goal has happened. What a big upsetting moment it is. Look at that, it is number 10. Liverpool has got McAllister down on the pitch. I think it was a collision between Van Dijk and Mbeumo where this was happened. Mikel Oliver should have given a card for that, but a card for whom? It is Van Dijk who has got a collision with McAllister. Mbeumo was safe. The ball was placed with Diallo and Mbeumo gets that into the nets. Arne Slot on the sidelines is just cooking bad with this. It is a bad cooking which is looking happening on the pitch. A big upset, my boy, a big upset that has happened. It is a big upset that has happened. Definitely it is a big upset which has happened. I was not ready and prepared for that to be happening. But now, whether it is McAllister, he has got some head injury or not, he is getting those physical aid. Whether he will be able to continue or not is a big question. My goodness, in just under 1 minute, how could you afford to get a goal? Don't believe in Arne Slot, man. Don't believe in Arne Slot. I'm saying this time and again. Don't believe in Arne Slot. This is not the cooking which is the need of the hour. This is not the cooking which is the need of the hour. Not the cooking which is the need of the hour. Comeback is needed, my boys. Comeback is needed. Still many more minutes left into this. Still many more minutes left into this. I'm out of my words, my boy. I'm out of my words. How to describe this situation? I'm out of my words. In just under 1 minute, a goal has been conceded. Oof. Pain, man, pain. This match, if it is going to be a pain, tomorrow morning I'm going to thrash Arne Slot with all those big memories he is giving in back-to-back 3 losses, and now in just under 1 minute conceding a goal. Konate this time, passing back, so the slide dropping down on the defensive aspect with his right footer, goes in. He passes that. Oh my goodness, look at that. Bradley on the right back. This man is having big responsibilities for today's fixture. Mbeumo has got a goal. That is a big upset which has happened, but it is the mentality now going to be talking in if Slot is making that good. It won't have been the thing which was much needed. Van Dijk this time, number 4, placing it to Gravenberch on the mid pitch. Look at that. The United are dropping now with their 5-man on the defensive trap. 5-man on their defensive trap. They have got it. Ruben Amorim would be really happy with this goal which he has got in so early into this. Konate passing back. Mamardashvili passing that a left footer, long one. Can Gakpo get that? Gakpo is there inside the box. Make a cross. Grounded. Cross coming in from Gakpo after conceding a goal. It is a proper cross coming in. Kerkez this time going for Mo Salah. Oh my goodness. Bit wide, my boy. Look at the difference. It is the likes of Kerkez who got that cross, a lofted one coming in for Mo Salah. But prior to that, it is Gakpo getting that left footer. A cross coming in from inside the box, not a lofted one. I don't know what type of gameplay he is looking to be playing into this fixture. Kerkez this time. Placing it to Gravenberch again. Back to Kerkez. Look at that. No player on the inverted midfield who are going to be having those places to getting that ball, a tiki-taka pass to be happening. Ball is being rotated back. Gravenberch going for Van Dijk again. Kerkez this time. Back to Van Dijk. Gravenberch going in for Mo Salah. It is the far wings they are trying to attempt. But on the mid page, the thing which is looking to be happening, one man coming in, dropping down and making those passes, moving in, is not the thing which is looking happening in this formation. For the past 5 fixtures, I have been noticing that. But whose fault was there for United getting that goal? Konate was there, Van Dijk was there, but Konate aggressively moving in to block Mbeumo. The block wasn't that good. He was late in getting those sliding tackle. Konate was confused that why Mamarchvili moved in so high in an attempt. It is what the thing is when you are not having Alison Becker in there for the goalkeeping aspects. And that is what Mbomo has got his second goal this season for United. Give your votes, guys. Those of you who are watching, give your votes. We have got 67% votes for United to be winning this. 0% vote for Liverpool, and a draw is that we have got 33%. Maguire this time passing that, Diallo making his move. McAllister is wearing a protective head cap after sustaining an injury. McAllister is having that black cap which he is wearing after sustaining that injury. Whether he is fit enough to continue the gameplay, he is still playing. A throw taken in quick enough from Kakis. My goodness, that is a foul throw. Conceding a 1 goal in 1 minute. Not the talking, my boy, not the talking. Is United now trying it high up. They're trying to find Mount on the forwards. No, denied. Bradley getting that interception. Dalot denied. Bradley up against the likes of Dalot is the talking which is happening. It is Dalot up against the likes of Bradley. It is Kerkez up against the likes of Amad Diallo. That is the two fight which will be looking to be happening in those wide formations where United are time and again inviting Liverpool to be coming in from the wings. But on the mid pitch, it will be hard to find, because if United would have got a goal into this, it would have been a different story. But now with a goal into for Ruben Amorim's men for an away fixture, they will be on the lower blocks. They will be definitely on the lower blocks. Mohammed and Lamens. Will Lamens be able to get those shots, not covering it big from the likes of Mo Salah? It is Mo Salah on the edge of the box, passing that to McAllister. Casemiro has got an ugly tackle to McAllister. It is a card which needs to be given. Mathis Cunha and Casemiro, both of them have got a collision against McAllister, but the referee on the pitch, look at that, Mikel Oliver not paying that. It is a bad fall from Casemiro as well as the likes of Cunha on the pitch to McAllister. Mikel Oliver, the man, whenever he is there on the pitch for Liverpool, it hasn't been a good story, I would say. It hasn't been a good story, I would say. Mikel Oliver, the man who is on the pitch for the referral decisions for Liverpool and United, is not the man who has been so good. Joseph Sly getting an ugly foul to Casemiro. Casemiro down on the pitch. Again, the whistle has been blown. Mikel Oliver giving a free kick this time for the Red Devils. The Devils have got a free kick this time. With a 1 goal lead, now it is Bruno Fernandes going to take that set piece. Look at that, it is De Ligt, it is Maguire, they are high up. Maguire on the far post, on the far edge of the box, getting a header deflection. Casemiro this time deflecting it again. Mount trying to get a rebound, again crossing that. He is trying to find Cunha on the far post again. Left flanks moving in. My God, thanks. It is straight into the hands of Mohammed. Gravenberg making a presence felt, but neither the likes of Szoboszlai nor the likes of McAllister are dropping it down, because they are pressing it up against the 5 men of United who are on their lower blocks. Van Dijk goes for Gravenberg this time. Back to Van Dijk. Van Dijk with his right footer trying to find McAllister. Allister is asking for a handball. This time Mikel Oliver gives a handball. It was I think Delict. It was a handball coming in from Delict, but it was a situation which has arisen. So no cards for Delict for this. McAllister is being targeted time and again. McAllister is being targeted time and again. That is what the thing is looking. A set piece now. Mo Salah, Szoboszlai, both there, ready to take that. Are they going to get a goal out of it? Mo Salah gets across. It is into the nets from Van Dijk. Miss, my boy. It was close. It was close. It was close. I would say a first attempt on shot coming in. Look at that. It was Salah trying to find Van Dijk on the far post. The tall man sliding in, gliding in, getting that header. Missed it, my boy. Missed it. So a shot on attempt coming in from Liverpool in 13 minutes 30 seconds. The first shot Liverpool getting in this Northwest derby has come in 13 minutes 30 seconds, and that too it was a header coming in from Van Dijk. But United in just under 1 minute has got a goal from Mbeumo, and that is what the thing which they have done, the early damage which they were wanting to be happening at Anfield. One shot each from both the teams. United has got on target, but Liverpool still hasn't got a shot on target so far. And the one goal which has happened from Mbeumo is the storyline so far. Lamens this time. Isak not even pressing it high up. Isak is not even trying to be pressing it high up. I don't know what Alexander Isak at times is doing. Look at his positioning. Look at the positioning of Alexander Isak over the man in that red jersey. What is that positioning which is he trying to be seen? Kerke is building up, passing that to Gakpo. Gakpo is moving to the center of the pitch, passing that to Szoboszlai with his right footer, going for Mo Salah. Salah missed that ball against the likes of Dalot. The first touch from Mo Salah wasn't that good enough, and Dalot not leaving a single opportunity hand, making that build up coming in for United. Diallo this time passing that to Dalot on the wings. Thank God it is Bradley who has got that interception. Good one, my boy. Young gun, you are going to show that good spirit for today's fixture. Mason Mount getting that ugly tackle. Ugly tackle from Mason Mount. Will this Northwest derby be getting some brawl into it or not? But down by one goal is not the storyline which I was expecting to be happening so early. It is Szoboszlai passing that to Kerkez, back to Gravenberch. But look at that positioning from Isak. Where is he standing? What is he wanting? He has not even got a proper touch of the ball. It is now 16 minutes on the watch, and Alexander Isak hasn't got. This is the first touch now upon seeing Alexander Isak has got on the verge of 16 minutes. The first proper touch now Alexander Isak is getting on the verge of 16th minute. Konate passing that, this time Van Dijk, right footer going for Gakpo. Gakpo, whom is he going to be passing? He is staying in that no man's land, and no one from the likes of Szoboszlai and the likes of McAllister are doing that. Isak this time gets this touch proper, dropping down, passing it back to Gravenberch. Make some move, my boy, make some move. You are a forward, you need to be making those moves. It is a move looking to be happening. Bradley is high up. He is placing that, trying to find Isak. Isak, where the hell is Isak? Where the hell is Alexander Isak to be seen in this picture anywhere close to the box, getting the touch of the ball? I'm not finding him. It is Mo Salah trying to get Isak. Isak gets a shot. It is close to Mo Salah. He is getting a touch. Luke Shaw gets that interception. Thank God it was Mo Salah trying to get some creativity with the likes of Bradley. It was Mo Salah trying to get some creativity with Bradley, but is Isaac getting the numbers talking for him in this fixture so far in 17 minutes? He's getting those touches, but the thing which needs to be doing in getting and penetrating into the defense is not the talking which he's doing. Mamashvili safe, playing that to Gravenberg. 18 minutes now on the watch. This Gravenberg, he has found McAllister. Gakpo on the edge of the box with his right footer. It is a handball to Diallo, which is being expected. Mikel Oliver not asking for any sort of VARs, anything. Gakpo, look at that inside the box. He takes a shot. Amad Diallo, his hand was whether close to the body or not, but I couldn't see that his left hand wasn't. Oh my God, his hand was close to the body, my boy. Amad Diallo had his hands close to his body. No denying the fact. His hand was close to his body. But Mikel Oliver asking for the game to continue on. Mikel Oliver asking for the game to continue on. 18 minutes, 30 seconds now on the watch. 1-0 is the score line. Will this story be coming in good? Will this story be coming in good? It is Gravenberg now on the 19th minute on the mid-pitch near the circle, passing back to Van Dijk. Mid-pitch, no hole players, no movements, and neither the likes of, I don't know why, Sobo and the likes of McAllister, Mackie are staying so high up. It is the odd man out playing movements which Kerkez and the likes of Bradley are trying to find on the mid-pitch. And that is what Amorim will be wanting. That is what Amorim will be wanting to be happening in this whole fixture. And that is a bait which he has played. And Liverpool with Arne Slot are on that bait which they are having. Dalot this time, passing it high up. He is going for Mason Mount. Mount is up against Konate. Konate gets a tackle good. Konate is doing his job decent. Szoboszlai getting that interception. He has passed that. Mo Salah passing that. Gakpo inside the box goes. My goodness, it touches the bar. It touches the far post. It was a counter coming in so early and Gakpo just hits the far post. Oh my God, my lights have dropped. Wait a second, guys. I would just like to put this light back. Oh, I've been shouting so much with this Arne Slot mania and my lights just fell off. And with that Cody Gakpo hitting that ball to the far post. It was a move coming in, second shot on attempt coming in, and it was the likes of Gakpo who got that shot. It is Cody Gakpo who got that shot and it hits the far post. And shouting on that, it is my side lights which has a fall and I think it has completely broken. Anyways, we are going to concentrate on this fixture, my boys. It is 22 minutes on the watch, rather 21 minutes 30 seconds. De Ligt has a throw. Van Dijk gets that interception. He is so high up. Kerke is dropping down. Whom is he going to pass? Goes for Mamardashvili this time. Konate. Konate has got the hold of the ball. Mbomo is there. Bruno Fernandes, Mason Mount. Puna, they are there. It is the counters which Liverpool would be wanting to be happening. Kerke is placing that to Gakpo. Things are seen rolling up. but no involvement of McAllister and Szoboszlai. And Alexander Isak, to be talking about him, he is just lost in the pitch anywhere to be seen. But look at that counter which was needed. It is the counter which needs to be coming in, and that is what the thing is. Gakpo was one-on-one up against the likes of Lamens. He was about to get that score so good, but the ball touches the far post. A rebound from the post. That is what the attempt we will be seeing for this picture from Cody Gakpo. But this fixture is crucial because Mo Salah and the likes of Isak needs to press, but Isak is not pressing up. He is giving De Ligt those spaces, and De Ligt, to be talking about him, is enjoying that space. It is Isak who needs to be pressing it high up. Oh my goodness, Bruno Fernandes inside the box, gets a shot, missed. Bruno Fernandes just missing a big chance, big opportunity in this fixture, I would say. It is a big opportunity being missed. Amad Diallo placed it so good. It is a penalty miss, I would say, for Bruno Fernandes again. It is Bruno Fernandes who has, to be talking, simply missed a penalty to be talking. It was Diallo placing that ball straight to Bruno Fernandes, close to the penalty spot. He went on to the far post with his right foot. Ruben Amorim on the sidelines having his hands straight onto his head. That how could Bruno Fernandes miss that? It is the all-out defense thing which is happening. It is the all-out defense thing which is looking happening. It is the all-out defense thing which is looking happening in this fixture. Can Bruno Fernandes make that 2-0 or not? But Liverpool needs to get some equalizer. Gakpo this time, can he keep the ball inside the pitch? No, it is off for a throw. Up against Amad Diallo, Gakpo losing the ball, and the ball is off for a throw. But Alexander Isak, talking about him, is giving those spaces to De Ligt, he's giving those spaces to Maguire. It is Mo Salah who is pressing it high up, and Luke Shaw is there who is man marking Mo Salah most of the times. But it is Isak who needs to be pressing it high up against the likes of De Ligt and the likes of Maguire on that part of the pitch. But Isak is not doing the job. Rather, he is not even dropping down. He is staying on those middle positions. But how is Liverpool mid-pitch or the pass makers going to find Isak on that soft spot which is staying? Now Isak dropping down. It is Shaw this time. Facing that. So the fly has found a space. A shot coming in. McAllister taking a right foot up. Blocked. No worries for Lamens so far. No worries for Lamens. It was only that shot coming in from Gakpo which made that worry. A 2-shot United has taken, 1 on target, 1 goal. Liverpool 2 shots so far in 26 minutes of the gameplay. And not a shot on target. That is what the stats are talking. Oh my goodness, again inside the box goes. It is a cross coming in. Hamashvili somehow saves that cross coming in from Cunha. Will Bruno Fernandes get a rebound? Close enough. They look at this. It was Mbomo passing that. Cunha getting across. Mamashvili not having the hold of the ball good enough. Whether that deflection would have been a bad one, it could have been that second goal. Oh my goodness, it is Mbomo again. Mason Mount takes a shot. Saved. Mamashvili has saved big time. It is United who are firing from inside the box against the Reds. The Devils are firing cannons to Mamashvili, but Mamashvili has made those big saves. It is the match turning point I'm seeing happening. It is the match turning point which I'm seeing happening in this. And Mamashvili is saving those big time. It is a turning point of this fixture. It is a turning point of mentality in this fixture. If Mamardashvili is going to be making such moves, it is Liverpool who will be getting that big confidence for the rest 70 minutes left in this fixture. That is what is needed. What a big save coming in from Mamardashvili. 3 big saves, I would say. It was 2 shots being taken on the loose from the box, and he has saved it. A big show from that young boy Mamardashvili on the pitch. I would want this man to be talking it big. 25 years of age from Georgia, Georgi Mamardashvili has been doing the talking, and he has really done that. Otherwise, Liverpool now would have been down by 2 goals. They would have been simply down by 2 goals, but it is Slot who is not picking up the tactical aspects which Amorim is getting into it, and he is laying that bad enough. Again, trying to find Gakpo high up on the left wings, deflection coming in. Sly getting that to McAllister. It is Kerkez trying to find Alexander Isak, takes a shot. Debut shot from Alexander Isak. Inside the box, you are forward and you are taking a shot. Right footer, that is his preferred foot, and he gets it, a baby shot, not even getting a proper connection with the ball with his footer, and you call him a striker for this season for Liverpool. Look at that, 192 centimeters, number 9, such a tall guy, 26 years of age, from Sweden, 120 millions worth. And he is taking such shots from inside the box. It is a mockery. It is a mockery which is happening. It is simply not the thing in the Northwest Derby which is needed if you are getting a shot from inside the box. These are the things not looking to be happening. Alexander Isak attempts a shot, and it is a poor one coming in. Not good enough. Not good enough. Now fans would say that I'm blaming Arne Slot for that. Yes, because it is Arne Slot who has picked up Isak in the lineups. He didn't go for Ekitike, he didn't go for Weeds, and he has picked Isak on the forwards. Mikel Oliver asking for that throw to be coming in from Dalot quick. Clearance getting that from Gravenberch. Ball is on the lower defensive aspect for United. Luke Shaw passing that. Lamens gets a long goal kick, trying to find Mbomo. Kerkez has got a header deflection now. McAllister with that black cap which is having on his head after that injury moment gets a header. Oh my god, Mbomo has got a deflection coming onto him, trying to find Diallo. It was a counter they were looking to be happening. Look at this. It is Mbomo, it is Mason Mount, it is the likes of Amad Diallo. They are making those progresses, and that is what they are playing 2 on that deep role and 1 on the forwards, the one who is moving in. That is where Liverpool are filling it, because they are inviting Kerkez and the likes of Bradley to be moving high up to get those pass making. That is where Liverpool are just completely losing it in the tactical aspect, I would say. Konate this time. Whom is he going to pass? He's shaking his foot, passing to Mo Salah somehow. Salah is trying to find Isak. Isak is so slow, not even trying to get an attempt to get a touch of the ball. Such a slow move coming in from Alexander Isak, and he is so slow that he is not even bothered to get a touch or a header, not even a jump or any sort of attempt to get that ball into the pitch. A goal kick coming in. Lamens with his right footer going it so high up, a goal kick. Oh my goodness, Konate gets that header. It was for Matheus Cunha. Cunha gets a deflection. Szoboszlai getting the possession back. Goes for Gravenberch this time. Van Dijk. Kerkez. Szoboszlai dropping it deep. Back to Van Dijk. Van Dijk trying to find Isak. Isak gets it. No. McAllister. Isak passing the ball to Gakpo again. He's expecting something from Gakpo. Gakpo gets a lofted one to the far post. Isak 192 centimeters. Tall, giraffe, giant, but not even going for those headers. Mo Salah on the far post gets a header. Oh my goodness. Lamans got a good save. Lamans got a good save. Look at that building. It was Gakpo who got a deflection coming in from Bruno Fernandes' leg, and the ball was onto the far post. Oh my goodness, Luke Shaw has got a big save. Otherwise, it would have been a goal coming in from Gakpo. That deflection from Bruno Fernandes' leg was straight into the nets. Otherwise, it could have been a big goal coming in for Gakpo. 33 minutes on the watch. It is a throw now coming in for the Red Devils. I'm out of my gas, man. I'm watching Isaac playing like this. I'm out of my gas. Maguire placing back to Lamens. Lamens is time and again trying to find Mbomo. It was Mason Mount, the target, which was Lamens trying to find in the first 25 minutes, but now he is time and again pressing 8 on the sides of Mbomo. Mount this time, back to Mbomo. Diallo passing that to Mbomo again. Mbomo trying to get past Kerkez, but Kerkez has got the clearance good. Kerkez has won that tackle and a throw coming in. Van Dijk goes for Gravenberch again. Konate moving it high up, trying to find Isaac. Isaac, will he take a shot? Take a shot! My goodness, Isaac just again hits a baby shot. How could you believe in this player, Alexander Isaac? Such a move, beautiful it was. Konate from his defensive aspect moving it high up to the center half line, placing that. It was Luke Shaw who on the speed was overtaken by Isaac, but Isaac with his right footer, look at that, number 9 you are talking it. But Lamens has got a beautiful save. Baby shots, these are baby shots, these are baby shots, these are the shots which toddlers and young kids take on the pitch. If you are forward and you are taking a shot against a goalkeeper, you are going not for the top corners, you are not going for those placements. How are you going to get a goal if you are getting like that? Look at that shot which Cody Gakpo got. It touches the bar. It was a move good enough. At least he made that effort. But Isaac, 2 shots being taken on an open space against the likes of Lamens. One was nowhere near the nets and the other one hitting Lamens on his leg. But both these shots were just so grounded and baby shots to be taken. Kuna this time trying to have a build up. No. Bradley is looking strong on the right back for this fixture. Again, it is Gakpo being targeted, but now Amad Diallo has got the interception. But one thing Ruben Amorim has to be winning in this fixture. It is Amad Diallo and Dalot who are pressing it high up and they are doing their hard job. But in the substitutions, who will be the man who will be replacing Amad Diallo and Dalot after those 78 minutes? That will be the worry. That will be a big worry Ruben Amorim will be having. It will be a big worry Ruben Amorim will be having. And the sole goal of this fixture so far has happened of that of Mbomo. That is what the thing is happening. Cody Gakpo trying to keep the ball inside the pitch. No, denied. Alexander Isak is not even complaining anything to be getting the ball not proper enough. The sole goal of this fixture, Northwest Derby, has happened only from the likes of Mbomo. But will we get that? Let me put that Q&A onto the chat. Still 8 minutes to go, and let me put a Q&A that can Liverpool get equalizer in Can Liverpool get equalizer goal in first half? That is what the question which has been put on the chat. Can Liverpool get the equalizer in the first half? That is what the thing is. There is also that poll that who wins the Northwest Derby. Liverpool has got 0%. United has got 67, and a draw is what 33% votes have been given on our live chat. And now a question which has been put is that can Liverpool get the equalizer in the first half? That is what the thing is. And the happening thing so far is that goal from Mbeumo, corner coming in. It is Szoboszlai going to take that set piece, but not good enough. Back to Sobo again. A cross coming in from the likes of Bradley. A header coming in from the far post from Van Dijk straight into the hands of Lamens. Lamens has crossed the line, the box line. Lamens was out of the box. It should have been given a penalty. It should have been given a penalty, but Mikel Oliver, look at that, not even bothered to be checking that on the VAR. Mikel Oliver not even bothered to be having a check on the VAR. It was the likes of Lamens who was high up, and no check even coming in from Mikel Oliver for that. No check coming in. It is a foul again coming in. Bruno Fernandes being tackled from behind from Szoboszlai. Mikel Oliver, I don't know, man. Whenever I have seen him on the pitch for Liverpool, he has been a troublesome man. No denying the fact he has been a troublesome man. 40 minutes, still 5 more minutes. Can Liverpool get the equalizer? There's a set piece coming in. Bruno Fernandes this time. Oh my goodness, what a touch it was from Gakpo. It could have been an own goal. Look at that set piece. Bruno Fernandes taking that. It was Gakpo trying to get some clearance, but a deflection coming in with his left footer. Oh my goodness. Mamardashvili is safe. Otherwise, that deflection from Gakpo to the set piece coming in would have conceded the second goal. Now again a corner coming in for United. How many corners have been taken so far? One corner Liverpool has got. It is the first corner which is coming in for United. It is a deflection. Konate has done the header deflection good. Konate gets that header deflection good. Hope Mikel Oliver doesn't give any sort of penalties. Otherwise, the story would be quite bad. So Liverpool all along, 7 shots taken, 4 on target, and 2 from our generous Alexander Isak baby shots. And Mbeumo this time, set piece coming in. United taking it good enough. Kerkes, I think he has got a header deflection. Kerkes is pressing it. Lamens, press it to Lamens, man. Press it to Lamens. He needs to be pressed. He's a young man. He will commit those mistakes. Ball back in position for United. Casemiro this time. Facing it to Mount. Mount back to Dalot. Dalot goes for Mount again. Back to Luke Shaw. Bruno Fernandes. A tuck-off move for Kuna. Kuna has got that. Back to Fernandes. Kuna again. Moving it high up. Diallo gets that. Bruno Fernandes. My goodness. Bruno Fernandes and Kuna are making those moves looking dangerous. Kuna takes a shot. He was not balanced. He was falling in. But from the edge of the box, Matheus Kuna takes that shot. But no worries it is for Mamardashvili for this shot. It is that only single shot on target which United has got so far. in conceding a goal. Otherwise, the second shot, two attempts from Bruno Fernandes were nowhere near the target. Neither the likes of Matthew Cunha, none other shots have been taken specifically on target, and a worry for Matchday to be coming in. Konate again getting a sliding tackle. Konate is doing that hard job, my boy. Konate is doing that hard job. A throw coming in, 43 minutes. Still 2 more minutes. Can Liverpool get the equalizer? 2 minutes plus extra time. Will Liverpool get the equalizer? Mamatshvili placing that to Bradley this time. Bradley is going for Mo Salah. Salah is on the prowl. He is moving it high up. He wants a goal coming in. He wants a goal coming in. Placing that to Bradley again on the right wings. Bradley is up against the likes of Luke Shaw. Dalot joining in the attack. From where has Gravenberg joined in so high up? It is a cross coming in. Keke is finding the center of the box. Interception. It is the tall man, Maguire and the likes of Delete, who are denying that. Mardiallo trying to find that clearance, but not good enough. It is off for a throw. There is two football can be seen on the pitch. Northwest Derby, and it is two football which can be seen on the pitch on the 44th minute. And the sole goal which has happened is the one coming in from Mbomo, the sudden surprise which has got this goal. "44 minutes now. 1 more minute left in the first half. And the Reds get the equalizer. That is what the question which has been put on the chat. Can that equalizer come in the first half? Van Dijk is already looking tensed. He's not that happy. Yes, sir. Look at his eyes on the sidelines. His eyes are wide up and he's bright like an owl. He's watching this game from the sidelines. There's now a goal kick and 45 minutes are now up. First half is up. How much of the added time will be there? How more? Oh my goodness. 4 minutes of added time for this first half. 4 minutes of added time for this first half. Bradley pacing that. It is Isaac dropping down, but look at he's not even moving with the speed. Isaac is not having the mentality of the speed which he is looking for those build up. Look at that. He plays that ball high up to Mo Salah. It was Bradley who was making those moves, but no way it was Isaac Steen joining in those attacks. Bradley again, this time passing it. Gravenberg on the edge of the box. Can a shot on attempt be taken? Can a shot on attempt be taken? Kerkez placing that. Gakpo on the left wings. Will he take a cross? Denied by Amad Diallo. I think that is going to be a corner coming in. Set piece, set piece. Can we get a header, my boys? Can we get a header? Can we get a header and close this first half with the equalizer? Can we get a header and close this? Gakpo is going to take that. Not for the slide this time. It is Gakpo going to take that. Corner being taken. Set piece. Denied. Not even an attempt on target. Ball being placed back to Mamatshvili again. Mamatshvili with his left footer trying to find Gakpo. Gakpo just hits the ball on his back. Oh my god, Gakpo has got a rebound again. Getting the ball loose. Van Dijk this time going for a cross. Mo Salah trying to find on the far post. Denied. Mo Salah again trying to get those headers inside the box. Going for Gakpo. Van Dijk to the far post. Denied. It is that ugly way of playing on the mid pitch is seen happening. It is that ugly way of playing on the mid pitch is seen happening for this fixture. No denying the fact. Gakpo has been decent. Isaac has been pathetic. Two shots being taken on an open space against the likes of Lamens, but not good enough. Because of Sly, quite a decent job. McAllister, I think he needs a replacement. He is down to injuries, not even in the best of his form. Gravenberg, Konate, Van Dijk doing a decent job, but Kerkez and Bradley, I would say, have been really marvelous. Kerkez and the likes of Bradley have been really marvelous. But an equalizer is the thing which is needed to be incoming. The equalizer is the thing which is needed to be incoming. And an equalizer be coming in. It is United now having the possession of the ball. Diallo gets a challenge to Kerkez. Kerkez is down on the pitch. 48 minutes on the watch. So goal kick being taken for Liverpool. Mamardashvili this time with his left footer goes in, a chip in, high drop in. I think it is Gakpo going to do that. No, Gakpo is out of his gas, not even running. It is Isaac running like a camel trying to get the ball, but deflection coming in. Oof. The ball is all hovering on the mid pitch in this Northwest Derby, close on the edge of the closing of the first half. The 4 minutes of the added time is up. The referee and the Honorable Mr. Mikel Oliver blows that whistle and the first half has ended. The first half has come to an end. Thank God, no more goals being conceded by Liverpool, but shots on attempt were not that proper, I would say. It is that one goal coming in and Mbomo is the man who has got that. But in the lineups, I would say one thing, not that pretty decent enough, my boy, not that pretty decent enough. Look at that. If you are talking about the lineups, I would say one thing into this. The major thing which has happened, the scoreline 1-0 is Gakpo has been making those attempts on the likes of Diallo and De Ligt. De Ligt is not that man who is speed enough, but on those defensive awareness, he's trying to block Gakpo, but Gakpo is getting it high up against the likes of De Ligt in those dribbles and in those moves. That is what Gakpo is finding those spaces. But Szoboszlai and the likes of Isaac, Szoboszlai is making on the side of Salah, but McAllister is not that high up to get those assists to Gakpo. Where the speed is going to be talking, that is where the thing is lacking for Arne Slot. And that is what I would have wanted Szoboszlai to be placing in on the pitch of McAllister and Florian Wirtz or the likes of Ekitike to be there on that attacking mid-pitch position with the likes of Gakpo and Salah, because United are not at all playing good. I won't say United are not at all playing that good. They have got that one lucky goal in the first half. That is what the thing is. One lucky goal which has come in for United, but they are not playing that good enough for this fixture. But will Arne Slot be making those changes? Because in the first half, again, he has committed those big mistakes and making commitments to Isaac and the likes of McAllister on the pitch. But I would have wanted in this fixture to be truly talking about, it would have been Florian Wirtz and the likes of Ekitike to be on those positions. Apart from that, Kerkez has been marvelous. Bradley has been marvelous. Kerkez up against the likes of Amar Diallo. It is Diallo who has been winning that, but then also Kerkez has been doing his job decent, at least for this fixture. But Robertson would have been a different story. This is what Slot has to do. He has to adapt these young men into the squad. Bradley up against the likes of Dalot, Mason Mount, decent job. Matthews Cunha, on the other hand, hasn't got that open chance in this fixture to be talking about for United. And Mbomo has done his first task which was needed. Mason Mount and Cunha have been man-marked good enough by Van Dijk, Konate, Gravenberg. But Maguire and Delict, they need to be pressed. For United on their defensive aspects, it is Salah who is pressing it high up against the likes of Dalot and Shaw. Both of them are handling Mo Salah on that part of the pitch, and Szoboszlai is getting on that part so that Salah could get those moves. That is what the thing is looking for, but it is the likes of Isaac who needs to be going on that part of the pitch. It is the likes of Isaac who needs to be going on to that part of the pitch. He needs to be pressing it high up against Delict and Maguire so that it is Casemiro who is moving it high up. It is the time where Isaac needs to come in between Delict and Maguire to get those open chances. But that is not what the thing is looking happening. That is where Isaac is losing in this fixture, my boy. Looking at the pass map of this fixture, let me put this onto the screen. Where is that pass map of this whole first half? Look at that. If we are going to be seeing that whole pass map of this first half, look at that. For the home team, Liverpool, look at that. Is number 18 Gakpo who is staying over there high up, but Isaac is staying close to the likes of Mo Salah. It is Mo Salah who has to do the job to cut into the mid part, but no one is there on that part of the pitch between number 10 and 9. It is Szoboszlai who is deep down. It is Gravenberch who is deep down, because this formation from Amorim, you need to have two midfielders at least to be blocking that. It is number 4 Van Dijk who is high up. It is Kerkez who is there. He is time and again passing it high up to the likes of Gakpo, but Kerkez should have gone in for those passes coming in for Isaac on that part of the pitch in the center forward between 18 and 9. If you are looking on that part, if it is 18 and 9, the number 9 is moving in so high up, then Kerkez would get those opportunities to get that lofted crosses to number 9 to be coming in. That is what Konate did. That is what Konate did. Number 5, Konate got a super placement to the likes of Isaac, finding that space of the pitch, and that is where you have to get the goals coming in. Konate has done that job. He found Isaac once, and Isaac got a straight one-on-one opportunity up against the likes of Lamens to be scoring it, but he failed it. But on the other hand, Van Dijk is not finding any type of spaces between number 10 and 9 to be coming in that part of the pitch where Delict and the likes of Maguire are staying. That is the place you have to open up. Either it is going to be Florian Wirtz, either it is going to be Ekitike, but one man is going to be coming in on that part of that space where Liverpool have been totally shut down by United in this fixture. That is what the thing is. And on the other hand, in the away fixture, look at that. United with number 4 Delict is staying over here, but it is 18 Casemiro and Maguire. Both of them, Casemiro and Maguire, both of them are making it up against the likes of Szoboszlai and the likes of Gravenberch over there. But number 8 Bruno Fernandes, he is high up. Matheus Cunha, on the other hand, hasn't been close enough up against the likes of Mbeumo. Mbeumo is doing the talking solely, but with the assist of Diallo, that these two men are playing on that part of the pitch. But Bruno Fernandes is generally staying deep down because he knows those speedy counters from Liverpool would be too dangerous. Matheus Cunha, on the other hand, with the likes of Mount has been totally shut down, and Mount is really looking bad in shape. But number 10, Cunha and Mount, if there is going to be some upset coming in from that part, it will be a trouble for Amorim to be making that. Because if the lineups we are talking about in this picture so far, let me place that onto our screen. Look at that. The options which Amorim is going to have, it is Bandy on these goalkeeping aspects. Mazzari is there in the squad. Zigze, Patrick Dogu, Lenny Euro, Ugarte, Heaven, it is Tesco, and the likes of Menu. Whether Menu is going to be brought into the squad or not, Mazzari, whether he'll be given those opportunities into the squad or not, but Dalot and the likes of Amad Diallo, both of them on the mid flanks for United, I don't think they will be surviving after those 65 to 70 minutes. They will be out of the gas. That is where Ruben Amorim needs to be worried for the second fixture. I mean, second half. But for Liverpool, if you're talking, Gomez on the centre backs, Florian Wirtz, the marvelous young kid is there, but Slot not picking him up. Case on the forwards. Curtis Jones is there, Iki TK is there, Robertson, Woodman, Frimpong, and Nguoma. Whether Florian Wirtz, Iki TK, will they be called in? Or it is the likes of Frimpong who will be called in? What is Arne Slot going to be doing it? But I would definitely want Alexander Isak to be dropping from the squad right now and let him be placing the likes of Florian Wirtz and Ikitike in the second half. That is what the thing is. Score line is 1-0 and I will take a short 1 minute break, guys, because how much of the time we have got this stream? It is 2 hours close to we have been streaming. It is close to 2 hours we have been streaming. I just need a 2 minute break and I will be back. And those of you who are watching this, there is that poll which has been pinned onto the chat, that who wins the Northwest Derby. On our poll, 0% votes have gone in for Liverpool, 67% for Manchester United, and 33% for a draw, which is, these are the votes which we have got in our live poll. And there is also that question that can Liverpool get the equalizer in the first half? It hasn't happened. So let us put an end to this question and put another question on the chat, that what substitutions Slot needs to make. What substitutions Slot will make in second half? That is what the question which has been now pinned on the chat. What are the substitutions which Arne Slot is going to be making in this second half? That is what the question is. We will be finding that soon, but I will take a short 2 minute break. Give me that short 2 minute break and I will be back, guys. I will be back in just 2 minutes and give your answers to that live poll and those questions. I will be just back in 2 seconds. Players are seen now coming onto the pitch. Has Arne Slot gone in for those substitutions which was required to be placed in the first half? We are back from that short break of 2 minutes, my boys. We are back from that short break of 2 minutes. I'm really out of my gas watching Liverpool getting down to one goal in just under 1 minute. That is what the upset is for in this fixture. In the second half, the kickoff has happened. The second half kickoff has just happened. The ball has been placed high up. It is now getting that to Konate, placing it to Van Dijk. Van Dijk goes for Gakpo on the far left wings. Gakpo trying to cut in, finding Gravenberch. Konate, Liverpool now with those attacking prowl high up. It has been placed. It is Bradley trying to get a cut in, but the ball is off. Is that a corner going to be coming in? Is that a corner which is going to be coming in? No. A goal kick has been given. Mikel Oliver, the referee, on the pitch, worries for Liverpool if this is going to be happening. Worries for Liverpool if this is going to be happening like this. But will Slot be making no substitutions? My goodness, no substitutions have been made by Arne Slot. It is that same team which he is using in the first lineup. He is using that in the second half as well. A foul being given. It is Gakpo. Not happy with the decision of Mikel Oliver. A tackle to Bruno Fernandes was being done. It is Mikel Oliver giving that a free kick to United early in the second half. It is a bit close to the box. Can United get that set piece converted to a goal? It will be a worries if a loose ball is there inside the box. Mamad's really not even looking at some worries because the ball is way far from the box. Bruno takes that. He goes to the far wings. Diallo this time on the right wings. Back to Bruno again. It is a tackle one. It is McAllister. He is moving in. He has got the likes of Mo Salah, but no. He finds Gravenberch on the left pitch. He's trying to find Gakpo. A tackle coming in. A tackle to Cody Gakpo. The fans are not looking happy. Luke Shaw inside the box gets that tackle. But look at that. No way it was seen. Neither Alexander Isak. It was only Mo Salah going in for those counters. Gakpo in the speed, not even making it high up against the likes of Luke Shaw. It was a late move coming in, which Gravenberch made that pass. On our live poll so far, we have got 67% votes for United winning it, but not a single vote coming in for Liverpool to be winning this. So Sly on that tackle, will he get Mo Salah? No, denied. So no change in the lineups. No change in the lineups. It is the same lineup which both the managers were having in the first half, and the same lineup they are using it in the second half as well. No changes being made. No changes being made for the second half. The only goal and the happening thing which has come in was just on the starting of the first half. It was the goal coming in from the likes of Mbomo. That is what the thing is. Florian Wirtz on the sidelines looking upset for not being picked in the starting lineup. Frimpong is there. And Goma is also there sitting beside him. Ikitike and Goma. Look at that. And Goma, Ikitike, Wirtz, Frimpong, all are there. Inside the box. Gakpo takes a shot. Again hits the post. Gakpo, he is not that lucky enough for today's fixture, and it is the second shot hitting on the post which he has got. Isaac has been fouled. Mbomo has got a foul too. Isaac hits down on the page, but Mikel Oliver not giving any card for that. It was Gakpo again. Look at him. He was on a free space inside the box. He made his moves with his right foot. He takes a shot with his right foot again, making a turn, but it hits the post. It hits the post. Luck is not in favor of the Reds, and the United Red Devils are just enjoying it. That is what the story is, I would say. Two shots from Gakpo hitting the post is not the thing. Two shots from Gakpo hitting the post is the thing which is looking happening. And still it is 1-0 the score line. The only goal in the first minute coming in from the likes of Mbombo. Arne Slot already having those tactical inputs getting into him on the stands. He needs to be making those substitutions, man. He needs to be making those substitutions. He can't rely on McAllister on their mid-page and the likes of Isaac on the forwards. It is Gravenberg down to some injuries, but hope he is back on his legs. It is Robertson, it is Ngoma, it is Weeds seen warming up on the sidelines. Is that the substitution Slot is going to be making? On the sidelines, 3 of the Reds are seen warming up. Is that what Slot is making to be making those substitutions? Will Arne Slot bring in Weeds early? It is already 52 minutes on the watch. Luke Shaw getting that clearance. Mbommo is chasing it high up against Mamardashvili. Mamardashvili getting that clearance. Ball in position with the Liverpool. So Sly placing that. He goes for Bradley. This time Sobo again. Kerkez. Oh my goodness. Amad Diallo got a sliding tackle for clearing that. But Mikel Oliver, this time he gets that card upcoming. It was a tackle to Gakpo from the likes of Amad Diallo. It was a sliding tackle. It was a big tackle being made. Look at that. It was a dangerous tackle. Amad Diallo making that. He hits the ball first, but with his boot, he intentionally hits Gakpo on his right foot. It is Amad Diallo. It was an intentional sliding tackle for that clearance of the ball. And Mikel Oliver gives his first card of the game, and it is Amad Diallo who gets a yellow one. A free kick coming in. Liverpool takes that. Miss. My boy McQuarrie gets that clearance for United. Look at that. It was Joseph Sly got that set piece. He was into the box good enough, but Harry McQuarrie gets that clearance. But at the cost of a corner incoming. 53 minutes now on the watch. Cody Gakpo going to take that for Liverpool. It is Konate. It is the likes of Isaac, Van Dijk, everyone inside the box. A shot being taken from the far post. Mo Salah takes it. A bounce before the nets, just in front of Lamens. It should have been a conversion, my boy. That was a shot being taken, first time shot, direct on that corner cross, but not enough to get into the nets. Not enough to get into the nets. Lamens taking that goal kick. Ball in possession with Liverpool. Mamardashvili this time, finding Bradley. This time the ball is rolling. Yes, Gravenberg gets that. It is for Mo Salah. Salah has got Isaac. Isaac is moving it. Make it to Salah, my boy. My goodness. This Alexander Isaac, is he a player worth 120 millions? I'm talking. Is he a center forward and a number 9? It is a big question in my mind. It is a big question. There are many big questions for Slot, but picking up Isaac again and his moves which he is making, is he the player worth 120 millions? Because he is not new to the Premier League. He has been playing in, but he is making those ugly attempts and ugly passes. Why is Slot looking upset on the sidelines? What is the thing which he is worrying? Why is he making such faces on the sidelines? He is using this pathetic lineup and not being happy on the pitch. It is not the job which a professional manager would be wanting to be happening. Karate this time had a interception, but United has won the possession. Diallo this time trying to get past Kekes. Kekes has got an interception, but United again winning that. Casemiro trying to place it for Kuna, straight into the hands of Mamachvili. Konate placing that again. This time it is Bradley trying to find Isaac. Isaac is like a camel. Isaac is running like a camel on the pitch and not making any moves to be seen. Alexander Isaac is just moving like a camel on the pitch and not making anything looking fruitful. Throw winning in situation. Van Dijk placing that. Mamachvili getting that to Gravenberg. Gravenberg trying to find Gakpo but denied. Diallo is the man. Now United making it on the counters. Goes for Dalot. Dalot is high up. Deflection. It is a win-win situation. Mo Salah has got that. It is a foul. Casemiro has got that. A major foul which Casemiro has got in. And now it is the second yellow card which is coming in. Amar Diallo has got a yellow card. It was a interception coming in from him and an ugly tackle. Casemiro is down on the pitch, but it was an interception which he made to Mo Salah. Look at that. Casemiro getting that tackle and a yellow card coming into him. But it was worth. It was worth. Casemiro has blocked Mo Salah on the prowl, but he has done the job. He has really done the job. Otherwise, it would have been a big opportunity coming in. So it is Ugarte now seen coming in for United on the sidelines. He is ready to coming in for the substitutions. Casemiro number 18 is off the pitch. He is limping off, but it is not that injury much concerned, but it is out of his gas. This senior man Casemiro from the likes of Madrid playing at United, but he has done his job good. He has prevented Mo Salah from making any counters. Ugarte now stepping in onto the pitch, replacing Casemiro. Casemiro is off and it is Ugarte who has come in. Now will be the thing watching. Will Ugarte be coming in good? Oh my goodness, it is United again making a substitution. It is the likes of Amad Diallo. It is Patrick Dogu who has come in for United and Diallo is off the pitch. Diallo was looking surprised. 58 minutes and Amorim has got two substitutions. 58 minutes into the second half and two substitutions coming in for Amorim. Gakpo on the edge of the box. It is Ugarte who is preventing that. No. Dalot gets that clearance. Mbombo gets that high up. Matheus Cunha getting that to Mbombo again. Van Dijk is from behind tackling Cunha again. Cunha is moving on. He is moving as if the ball is glued to his legs, keeping the possession. Passing back to Ugarte again. Mbombo this time again. Back to Ugarte. Two substitutions which Amorim has got, but no substitutions. 59 minutes and Slot still sticking to his first lineup. So Patrick Dogu is the man staying on the left back. Is Ugarte staying it high up. That is what Amorim is looking to be building up. But look at that. There is 1, 2, 3, 4 players from United staying so deep in their defense. Five men. It is interception. Mo Salah has got that into the box, goes in. McAllister takes a shot. Wide, my boy, wide. These are the chances. With that speed, you have to cut in into the box. But it was so wide. It was to the first post, but no worries for Lamens. No worries for the United goalkeeper to get a deflection or a save. Oh my goodness, it is Ruben Amorim again making a substitution. It is Benjamin Sesko coming in. It is Mason Mount being subbed by the likes of Sesko. These substitutions Amorim has got before 60 minutes. It is Sesko, it is Patrick Dogu, it is Ugarte. 3 substitutions Amorim has got, and now it is Slot bringing in his lethal weapons, Ekitike and Weeds. It is now Arne Slot. Oh my goodness, look at that. It is Gravenberg moving off the pitch. Holy moly, Gravenberg, the man. It is Ekitike who is in. It is Weeds who is in. These are the 2 men. McAllister is off. Gravenberg is off. Oh my goodness. Bradley is also off. So 3 substitutions also. McAllister, Bradley, Gravenberg moving off the pitch. And now it is Ekitike, Weeds and Curtis Jones coming in. 3 substitutions for Amorim as well. I mean for Slot as well. In the Northwest Derby, before 60th minute, it is the 3 substitutions which has come in from both United and Liverpool. But will that be good enough for Liverpool to get those equalizers? This time, Isaac losing it simply. Ugarte getting that tackle good. So it is now Florian Weeds, Ekitike, the 2 men on the pitch. Will we witness a goal coming in? Oh my goodness. Mbomo again on the prowl for United on the edge of the box. He goes for a cross. He was trying to find Sesko, deflection. But Kuna receiving that. Dogu this time goes for Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes is in a bad shape. Missing penalties have been the big miseries of Bruno Fernandes. But Liverpool fans will be really wanting Mo Salah to be getting those goals. That is what the thing is which they would be wanting. Through coming in, Diego Dalot takes that. Into the box he goes. Deflection good enough. Sly on the rebound, gets the deflection again, but nowhere near Mo Salah to be making it. It is Ugarte placing that. And Mbombo was the man they were trying to find, but the pass was not good enough. Delete. Passing that to Fernandes. Ball is off for a throw. Now the ball is moving, my boys. With the presence of Ekitike and Weeds, the ball is seen moving. Look at that. Weeds gets that. Gakpo moving it. Will Gakpo get that touch? Gakpo has got the ball. He is placing it. Whom is he going to pass? He has got that. It is Ekitike. Look at his moves. Ekitike takes that shot. It is close. Can Ekitike get a goal? This is what I'm saying. Ekitike and Weeds. Look at this. Arne Slot bringing in these 2 men now after those 60th minute, and look at the move. Ekitike single-handedly got past 2 United players. He came into the close to the edge of the box, but bit wide it was, and he takes that attempt. This is what the thing is looking to be. This is what the Liverpool mentality needs to be cooking in. Thank God Arne Slot made those substitutions at least on the 60th minute. Weeds this time, gets the ball rolling. He has placed that. Kerkez, the speed is looking in. Make that header. Mo Salah has got the ball. Missed it. I am going to be crying this way if you are missing it. It is the tears which is going to be coming out of my eyes by watching Mo Salah missing that big attempt. Look at that. It was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the Reds making those attacks. It was United in those white jerseys were outnumbered by the Liverpool players on the verge of the 65th minute, and Mo Salah getting that shot on attempt. He was on an open space, but you should have converted it, my boy. United now with Dogu passing that Kuna back to Dogu again with that cross inside the box. My goodness. Van Dijk and Kerkez got a collision, but that clearance was safe. Otherwise, it would have gone into the nets. Van Dijk just didn't have the clearance good enough. The ball hits the face of Kerkez. Otherwise, I think it was a United player on the far post in an open space, and it could have been a big goal opportunity for that second number on the score sheet. But a corner coming in. Bruno Fernandes taking that for United. A header for Maguire. My goodness. Maguire just got the header with his eyes closed. Dalot this time. Regaining the possession. Placing it for Sesko this time. Number 30 getting a header. Not clinical enough and not a threat for Mamardashvili this time. Kerkez now moving it high up. Now the things are rolling, my boy. Now the things are rolling. What a late pass it was from Mo Salah against Dogu. What was that pass coming in? It is Jones again, now finding Weeds. Back to Jones. Make that move, my boy. Look at that. Weeds is playing in on all part of the pitch. Jones is moving high up. Weeds is dropping down. Van Dijk gets Weeds again. Back to Konate. The ball and the passes on the mid pitch is still happening. Konate back to Weeds again. Weeds is getting those consistent touches. Make it count, my boy. Van Dijk going for Gakpo on the far wings, and I think 67th minutes on the watch, and Gakpo is looking out of his gas. 67 minutes on the watch, and I think it is Gakpo who is now looking out of his gas. Two shots Gakpo has taken, clinical enough to get a goal, but rebound by the post. Is that what the ugly story for Reds have been? But big chances even missed by Mo Salah as well. United back with the possession from Kuna, getting that to Fernandes. Liverpool has got it. It is the likes of Jones trying to place it for Gakpo, but Gakpo is out of his gas now. Gakpo is really out of his gas. United winning that again. Fernandes placing that to Kuna. Sobo is there on the counters. He has stopped Kuna on that attack. Kuna finds Dogu again. Dogu getting that on the mid pitch. Bruno Fernandes in a bad shape. United, to be talking about them, are really making it bad from Bruno Fernandes. He has been really bad for today's fixture. It is a shot being taken. Tiki again a shot from the edge of the box. No way near the woodwork. It is Ikitike again taking that. Look at that. He has come in onto the pitch. It has been just 8 minutes and he has taken 2 shots. That is what a lethal forward is, what you are talking. And Alexander Isak in this total 68 minutes has taken 3 shots, and it has been a waste. It is at Anfield we are talking about, and 13 shots Liverpool has taken so far, only 4 on target. Is the misery of this Northwest derby so far. That is what the misery story of Arne Slot at Anfield. Against Ruben Amorim's United. Amorim was on the talk of getting some sort of sacking from the Ineos or clubs. United fans were demanding it, but if this win is going to be happening, I think it will be a turning point. In the past season, if we are talking about both these teams placing head to head, it was a draw and 2 wins for Liverpool. In the past season, it was Liverpool getting a win and a draw in the Premier League, and in one of the friendlies, it was a win for Liverpool. And in the season 23-24, if we are talking, it was a draw, United winning, and it was a draw as well. So United winning that at Old Trafford was way back in 23-24, but Liverpool at their home has registered a win. It was way back in 2022-23. That is what the story is. Liverpool registering a win against United. It was at Anfield in 2022-23 for the reverse leg for United. But not a win coming in the previous season, neither to that one season back even. 24-25, no wins for Liverpool at Anfield. 23-24, no wins for Liverpool at Anfield. But 2 years back, it was at Anfield where that was a 7-0 and a humiliating defeat for United. But that was a different story because it was Jurgen Klopp and Erik ten Hag Arena. That was the thing. Whereas United has registered a win in 2023-24 in the FA Cup at Old Trafford. It was 4-3. It is now Arne Slot bringing in Federico Chiesa. Chiesa is the man seen coming in, and finally that camel Alexander Isak is off the pitch. The camel with that red jersey, Alexander Isak, is now off the pitch. Thank God. Thank God this man is off the pitch. 73 minutes on the watch. United are not having any worries, but neither they are. Oh my God, Benjamin Sesko inside the box. He takes a hell lot of a time, but Konate gets that clearance good enough. It was a pass coming in. Look at that. It was a lofted pass coming in. Sesko just lands the ball on his chest. He was having the ball so close to him, but why the hell he took so much of time in taking that shot? This is the first shot which was coming in. Isak is out and Weeds is in. Can we get Weeds is creating that, passing that to the far post. Jones, will he place that? No, denied. So that was the question on our chat, that what substitution Slot will make in the second half. We should end that and put another question onto the chat. Can Liverpool equalize? That is the first question. Can Liverpool equalize? That is the question is. Federico Cosa inside the box goes in. A rebound coming in. Jones, will he take a shot? Denied. So that is that next question which has been put. Can Liverpool equalize? At least an equalizer is the need of the hour. Gakpo this time cutting in on the edge of the box, making that the far post for Mo Salah. Bait wide. At Anfield you are making those. That is what the mentality has been broken. That is what the mentality has been broken, and the way we are playing, it is not looking like a Northwest derby. Rather, it is some sort of a humiliation which is looking in, because in terms of the stats, if we are talking about, Liverpool has taken so far 13 shots, only 4 on target, and that too at the Anfield. But United are surviving somehow with that early 1 minute goal from Mbombo. So it's like getting that, passes rolling in, will he make that? AKTK this time was bait wide. Kesa is there, AKTK is there, Weeds is there. Passes are looking happening, things are moving in, but it is the odd story which Arne Slot has placed his team in, down by a 1 goal. It is inside the box, goes in. Jones takes a shot straight into the hands of Lamens. Not a worry from him. Look at that. It was the thing which needs to be cooking in. Jones did the job good. That is the thing what AKTK is doing. And that is what I have been saying it consistently, to be getting it beside Delict and the likes of Harry Maguire. That is what Isaac needed to be doing since from the first half. That is what is the likes of AKTK and what just now Jones did. That is what Isaac need to be doing. And that is the thing which is happening. But down by a 1 goal, what is the need of it? Jones this time passing that to Szoboszlai. Liverpool with the possession. Back pass to Konate again. Van Dijk gets that rolling high up for Gakpo. Gakpo on the wings. Will he make a cross? Poor lofted cross, my boy. Weeds has gained the possession. Look at it. So the fly on a free space gets that to Jones. Mo Salah inside the box goes in. Patrick Dogu gets that clearance and denied Mo Salah of a shot to be taken. Look at that. After the substitution, now things are moving in and some sort of shots and attempts are looking coming in. This should have been the story from the first half, but this slot mentality I am not knowing. In the first lineup I am playing those poor men, and in the second half I am trying to get that. So the flag goes for a cross, corner, that is Gakpo. Will he get a shot? No. A header from Gakpo, but no way near the woodwork. Sly again taking that corner, denied. Beats on that rebound. A header from him. Van Dijk gets that. Look at that. AKTK is rolling. AKTK is rolling. AKTK is rolling. Will he place that? Will he take a shot? He is trying to make single-handedly. He plays that to Weeds. Weeds, it's there in an open space. He plays that to Chiesa inside the box, and it is Cody Gakpo getting that. It is AKTK and Florian Weeds who has got that equalizer coming in for Liverpool. That is what I'm saying, my boys. Don't believe in this Arne Slot. This is the goal which has come in. It is the whole conversion making that from AKTK and the likes of Florian Weeds. And finally, Chiesa placing that to Gakpo. And oh my goodness, the flags were raised. Is that the equalizer which we were wanting? No, it wasn't offside. Look at that. It was Patrick Dogu who was safeguarding up against the likes of Chiesa. Chiesa made that left footer. It was Gakpo who was down on the defensive line. It is a Gakpo conversion. That is not offside. It is a goal which is in, and 1 inch is the score line. My goodness. So that was the question, that can Liverpool equalize? But this pathetic Arne Slot picking up that starting lineup is really worried. And finally, Cody Gakpo has got the goal, previously hitting twice on that post and missing those 2 big opportunities. And now the equalizer has come in. Now the equalizer has come in and Liverpool has got that. Thank God, AKTK and Weeds did that, and finally Chiesa getting an assist and Gakpo getting a goal. 79 minutes. Can we get two more goals? Can we get two more goals? Let me just now end that Q&A. Liverpool has now equalized. Let's start a Q&A. Can Weeds or TK score today? Can Florian Weeds or TK score today? That is what now the question which has been put on the chat. It is now the next question which has been put on the chat. Can Florian Weeds or TK get the score rolling? I want a goal coming in from these two men, TK and Florian Weeds. I want a goal coming in from these two young Marvel kids at Liverpool. Oh my god, equalizer at least. Thank god. I was really worrying. So Sly with that throw gets in. Florian Weeds again contributing to that. Salah gets that, rolling it high up. Ekitike dropping down, making a placement. So the Sly again placing that. Weeds again getting involved. Places that to Chiesa. Chiesa with that loose ball trying to move. Oh my god, Mo Salah has got a deflection. Patrick Dogu gets that clearance. This is what Liverpool playing style is, and this is what we want. This play style in the first half, what was that which the likes of McAllister, which the likes of Isaac were consistently doing? They were doing a hell lot of a bad job. And now the things are rolling. Jones this time passing back, Van Dijk going for Szoboszlai. Yes, on the right wings. Will he make a cross? Left footer comes in for the far post. Gakpo, no, denied. Dalot gets that clearance. Back to Jones. Look at that. Beats again on that free space. That is what the space I was calling in from the first half. Jones again getting that to the far post. Mo Salah gets a touch. It was Chiesa. That was a ball coming in from Chiesa, but Mo Salah is the man who stays specifically on that far right wings. Just got the deflection. It is Ruben Amorim now making two changes coming in. He is already looking. Amorim is looking, shaking on the sidelines. After this equalizer from Liverpool, Gakpo getting that, it is Amorim who is looking, shaking on the sidelines and is ready for two substitutions. I think it is Menu and the likes of Lenny Yoro coming in. A throw taken by Szoboszlai, back to Mamardashvili, no, denied. Patrick Shea getting that involved, it is Matheus Cunha inside the box. Szoboszlai gets that clearance good enough. Szoboszlai gets that tackle and denies Matheus Cunha of a straight shot to be taken onto the net. Thank God. Szoboszlai now staying on the defensive right back. He is staying behind Konate. Szoboszlai has prevented a big opportunity coming in for Matheus Cunha to be putting that into the nets. Decent job from Szoboszlai again. Now the things are rolling in. Now the things are cooking up. I can sense a second goal coming in for Liverpool. They are going to score that. Oh my God. Mbomo takes a shot from the edge of the box. Oh my God. It is Shit Maguire who has got a goal. That is what I'm saying, my boy. This mentality, time and again, Arne Slot putting it up since from the first half. It is a breakdown which he is doing. It is a breakdown. Things won't have been such bad if the starting lineup for Arne Slot won't have been that. Because upon the substitutions of Weeds, Ekitike, the likes of Jones coming in, young kids playing in the block, things were rolling and Liverpool were looking to be getting their equalizers. They got that. They were ready to be getting their second goal at least, but now the second goal for United has come in. It is the open space which Arne Slot has given to every managers in the first half with picking up the wrong lineup and now down by 2-1 scoreline. It is 85 minutes on the watch and Harry Maguire has got a goal and now Liverpool again has to do the uphill task of getting the equalizer, and a win is looking far to be seen. A far win for our slot if this way we are playing with that initial lineup so bad and so pathetic to get a goal. 2-1 is the scoreline, my boys, and now Amorim bringing in Lenny Euro and Amorim. I am out of my words. It is Lenny Euro and the likes of Menu. I think we should just deploy Arne Slot to be playing in the second half the way he is, just demoralizing the gameplay of Liverpool. Now it is the equalizer which is the need of the hour. Suddenly Liverpool fans would be really happy that the equalizer had come in and they were going for a second goal, but now down by one. It is now the need of the equalizer. 86 minutes now on the watch. And this ugly shit Harry Maguire has got a goal. And that to a header. This man is known for his headers. Jones this time. Gakpo. Gakpo is out of his gas. He places that. So the fly with his right footer goes to the far post. It is Frimpong. Frimpong on the edge of the box making a move. He goes for a header coming in. Gakpo misses that blindly. Two shots on attempt from Gakpo, getting that shot hit on the post, and now a header miss, and he has got a goal. What can you say about this man, Cody Gakpo, of his worrying form, or it is his bad day on the table? Is that Cody Gakpo on a bad day for Liverpool, or it is those chances he is missing like anything? Anything or whatever thing you are getting, but clinical finishings have been really bad, and this has happened because of the mentality in the first lineup which Slot is making, and Liverpool not playing their usual way of getting those counters and losing it. This is the thing which is happening. A tackle that is on the pitch. Mathis Cunha and Florian Wirtz colliding with each other. Mikel Oliver calls for a foul, but no cards being given for that. But a free kick, I think United are going to avail. 88 minutes, my goodness. We love stoppage time, winning goal. But what is the win? It is down by 2-1. It is the equalizer which Slot needs to find. It is the equalizer first which Arne Slot needs to find. Then a win would be the case. And it is Anfield. And Bomo gets across inside the box. My goodness, delete gets that header. It was bit wide of the top bar. I mean, it's meant to be talking about them. They have been doing their job good enough. They know they were doing as per their capabilities. But Liverpool playing this way, and Slot has just demoralized. It is back-to-back 3 losses, and now it is the 4th loss if the equalizer is not becoming in. 88 minutes 30 seconds. Van Dijk this time going in. It is TK placing the ball high up. Kerkez. Goes for Van Dijk. Joseph Sly single-handedly moving it high up. Places that for Weeds. Weeds placing it for Chiesa. Chiesa not even ready for take a run. What is he waiting for? Whom is he expecting to be moving when he is high up on that attacking aspect? First line now getting that. Frimpong. 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 Patrick Dogu has intercepted and blocked Frimpong. Frimpong again. Make a cross. He has done that. Clearance coming in from Dalot to the far post. Frimpong made a cross on the 89th minute, 38th second. But Dalot got that clearance, but at the cost of a corner coming in. Gakpo going to take that slot with no expressions on his face. Look at that. Arne Slot has got no expressions left on his face. Gakpo takes that. A header one. Van Dijk will he get that? No. Deflection. United winning the possession. Mathis Kuna this time. Both Florian Beats and the likes of Frimpong having a tussle of war with Mathis Kuna. Lenny Euro for United getting that clearance somehow. 90 minutes are up, my boy. 90 minutes are up. It is the way back to back. 4 losses happening. 8 minutes of stoppage time. 8 minutes of stoppage time being awarded for this Northwest Derby. Jones getting that interception. It was for Mbumbo. Tiki giving it back. Konate, Southern Fly this time. Going it high up. Gakpo placing it. Jones. Back to Weeds. Weeds on the far left wings. Trying to move in. Cut in. It is the hard job you have to do, my boy. Make that happen. Make that happen. Across coming in. Van Dijk will he get a header. Lenny, Yoro, Patrick, Dogu. 2 men on the far post. Amorim with his crosses and those headers. His men are doing that job too decent. But now it is a corner coming in. Now it is a corner coming in. 17 shots, only 6 on target. Really a bad day, I would say it has been for Liverpool. So the fly this time. Going to take a cross. Corner coming in. Kobe Menu somehow gets that deflection. Placing it high up. Mbumbo. Mbumbo is on the sidelines just having a fun falling on that part of the pitch. Inside the box goes in, so the fly. Harry Maguire gets that header clearance. 2 minutes of the stoppage time is up. The need is the equalizer. That is what the need is. Gakpo this time going to take that. Lofted one from Gakpo. Head opportunity. Where is Konate? Where is Van Dijk? None of them are being seen. Ruben Amorim with his set pieces. Beats again. Going for a cross. Sesko is the man. Denying that. Tall man. Sesko staying in and denying that. Lemons this time gets the whole of the ball good enough. 92 minutes 30 seconds. Lemons goes for a straight high punch goal kick. Frimpong on the defensive aspect, passing back. Mamatshvili goes for serve fly again. Konate, build it fast, high up, my boy. Build it fast. Get that second goal. Build it fast, my boy. Serve fly, building it. Goes for Konate. Liverpool trying to build that momentum high up on the offensive block. But Gakpo placing that is out of his gas. That is what happens. You're playing Gakpo for 98 minutes, more than 100 minutes. How is that man going to get that gas on his foot pedal to be making? That is what Slot is doing. He's making Gakpo play more than 100 minutes and he's out of his gas. And in the second half, he is bringing in Beats, he's bringing in the likes of Frimpong, he's bringing in the likes of EKTK, Jones, and whatnot. But in the first lineup, what was the bad aspect? Why he just didn't place those men on the starting lineup? That is a big misery and big question which is on my mind for most of the times. Lemons getting that high goal kick. So the fly gets the recovery ball, places back to Mamatshvili. Care catch this time. Build it fast, my boy. Build it fast. The time he is making that tick tock, make that build up fast. Putting a lot of time. Ping pong up against the likes of Dogu. Ball is off the pitch. Oof, my goodness. Don't believe in Arne Slot, my boys. Don't believe it, Arne Slot. I'm saying it time and again. I'm saying it time and again. Those of you who have been saying, believing in Arne Slot, I would have been saying consistently for the past 2 seasons, don't believe in Arne Slot. This man doesn't have the mentality. This man doesn't have the mentality to be staying in for the Reds. Not, it is back-to-back 3 losses, and now if it is going to be a fourth one, if the equalizer is not going to be incoming. No. There gets this time, placing it, going for a cross. My goodness, Menu has got a block for United. Obi Menu has got a block. Jones going for Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai places that Van Dijk. Get across, my boy. Gakpo this time out of his gas. Every time the ball is being placed to him. Chiesa this time gets across. Look at that, how this is the hard work. It is United who are now down to their own defense. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 players in their defensive aspect. Because they have got their 2 goals, and Slot has opened his pants high up since the first half to get those 2 goals. And now they are trying their hard way to get the equalizer. 96 minutes. Guate getting that clearance. I need a deep laying man on the box to be making those. Weeds getting that. So the fly. Weeds is inside the box. He is cutting in single-handedly, getting past 1, 2, 3 players. Places that to Kerkes for a lofted one, but blocked. This performance from Florian Weeds, if this could have been the story since the first half, the score lines would have been completely different. Weeds this time getting that to Gakpo. Everyone missing hit. Again, Florian Weeds creating a chance, but oh my god. It is the sad story which is going to be happening. It is the sad story which is looking to be happening. "97 minutes, just 1 minute of the stoppage time left into it. Just 1 minute of the stoppage time left into this. 17 shots, 6 on target, 3 shots from Isaac, 3 shots from Gakpo. Pathetic enough. Pathetic enough, my boy. Pathetic enough. 97 minutes, 30 seconds. My goodness, Lamens is taking hell lot of time in taking that shot. Una this time. A foul coming in for Jones. Get up, my boy. 98 minutes are up. 98 minutes are now up. 98 minutes are now up, and any time the referee Mikel Oliver is going to blow that whistle. Mikel Oliver, the referee, I won't say his decisions have been good enough. Some of them were not that good. But 98 minutes are now up. Any time Mikel Oliver is going to blow that whistle. Just fly going for a cross. Chiesa, header one. Obi Menu gets that clearance. Oh my goodness. It is a loss at Anfield. It is a loss at Anfield which has come in. It is a loss at Anfield which has come in, and I would say it is a pathetic event which has happened. It is a pathetic thing which has happened. The last time Manchester United, the Red Devils has won it, and the last time when they have won it at Anfield, I don't know when was the last time United has won at Anfield. There were draws coming in, but at Anfield, if you are talking about if United has won, I don't know when was the last time. When was the last time? When was the last time United has won at Anfield? Oh my God, it is Arne Slot now facing a defeat at Anfield, and I am out of this, my boy. I am out of this. If I would say more, fans will say that yes, I'm saying those bad things about Arne Slot, but no, Arne Slot not at all proof worthy and not at all lethal worthy and not at all this thing he is looking that is making anything to be doing good for Liverpool. Not at all, not at all. No way he is doing or building up anything for Liverpool. When is the last time United has registered of one win at Anfield? When is the last time? Liverpool losing at home. When is the last time? When is the last time this has happened? I'm not being able to find. I'm not being able to find when is the last time Liverpool has lost at home. There has been draws. It was way back in 2015-16, I would say. Look at that. I found that. Look at that. It was way back in 2015-16 season. This was the fixture which was happening. It was in the Europa League, I would say, not in the Premier League. It was at Anfield in the season 2015-16. It was the Europa League fixtures. Look at that. It was Klopp against the likes of Louis van Gaal for United, and that was the thing which came in. Look at that. No, not that. This one. In the Premier League 2015-16, look at that. This was the lineup. It was Jurgen Klopp up against the likes of Louis van Gaal's United. It was Rooney who got that goal. Look at the lineup. This was the last time, 2015-16. This was the build-up where Liverpool faced that defeat. This was the story. This was the story. So after 15-16, now it is coming to 2025. So a total of 8 years. United has won at Anfield after 8 years. That is what the story is. Pathetic gameplay from Slot, man. Pathetic gameplay. Pathetic gameplay from Arne Slot. This has been the story. And now it is 1-2 in the Premier League. Arne Slot doesn't deserve that mentality to be playing at Liverpool. Definitely this man doesn't deserve that mentality to be playing at Liverpool. Upsetting moments. I don't know why this misery is happening, but I'm going to shut this stream off, and tomorrow morning we will be making those UEFA Champions League predictions. And that is all from my end, boys. That is all from my end. And a big, huge loss that has come in after 8 years at Anfield. That is what the storyline is. That is what the storyline is. And 2 goals coming in, Mbombo and Maguire winning it up against the likes of Red Devils. And the Red Giants, Liverpool has lost it. 20 Premier League titles for both these Reds. But the first leg at Anfield, Amorim has won it. What will be the result of the second leg? We will be also watching that. It is in the second half of the season. But Liverpool to be talking about in their fixtures, if they are placing it, I would like to place that on the screen. Look at that. Liverpool in their fixtures which they are having. It is Frankfurt where they will be playing their Champions League, and Brentford is there where will be playing their Premier League match fixture. And for Manchester United, it is in their matches which they are having. They will face Brighton, and in the month of November, that is what the story is. So yes, Tata, good night, bye bye, and get the hell out of this man Arne Slot. Don't believe in him. That is what I would say. We had that poll. 67% fans went for United, and this was the story. They have won it. Those of you who voted for Manchester United, you have won it, my boys. You have won it. Well played. I'm going to end this and keep goaling, my boys, and get rid of this Arne Slot. That is what the max which I can say.